Hello everyone and welcome back to another close reading video. I'm Adam Walker and today we are reading Shakespeare Sonnet 65, which is a sonnet full of passion and imagery and also of despair. There's a sense of frantic questioning in this sonnet that's not really present in the other ones. So let's turn to Sonnet 65. And I'll read it first. Since brass, nor stone, nor earth, nor boundless sea, but sad mortality o'ersways their power, how with this rage shall beauty hold a plea, whose action is no stronger than a flower? Oh, how shall summer's honey breath hold out against the wrackful siege of battering days, when rocks impregnable are not so stout, nor gates of steel so strong, but time decays? O fearful meditation! Where, alack, shall time's best jewel from time's chest lie hid? Or what strong hand can hold his swift foot back? Or who his spoil of beauty can forbid? Oh, none, unless this miracle have might, that in black ink my love may still shine bright. So again, the whole sonnet is really a series of questions until we come to the couplet at the end of the sonnet. So we'll focus in this first quatrain here on the metaphors. The sense is that since neither brass, nor stone, nor earth, nor boundless sea, but sad mortality or death oversways or rules the power of everything, really, how will this rage, what rage, the sad mortality that oversways, how shall beauty hold a plea before this rage? Well, plea here is used in the sense of a legal plea, like a plight or a legal objection. How shall beauty be able to argue with the rage of sad mortality that oversways everything? And the plea, whose action, this is also a legal word, which also means plight or legal right, whose action is no stronger than a flower. So this plea of beauty is no stronger than a flower, and the contrast of flower with brass, stone, earth, and sea, all of which are under the power of sad mortality, this contrast accentuates the frailty of beauty's flower, which has been really an image across the entire sequence, beginning with Sonnet 1. And moving into the second quatrain. Oh, how shall summer's honey breath hold out against the wrackful siege of battering days? We'll stop here and note that while in these 4 lines, this was mainly legal metaphors, this one is really governed by war metaphor. So how shall summer's honey breath hold out? Of course, the summer's honeyed breath is honeyed by flowers, the smell of flowers, and hold out means to withstand the siege or endure. If you're in a fortress and the fortress is being attacked, then those in the fortress are fighting to hold it out against the wrackful or destructive siege of battering days. And here again is this imagery of the battering ram. We saw in Sonnet 60 how time was like an unrelenting series of waves. Here it's like an unrelenting series of days, like a battering ram. When rocks impregnable, impenetrable, are not so stout, nor gates of steel so strong, but time decays. So time decays all of this. So how shall summer's honey breath withstand all this, if steel and gates and rocks cannot? Time decays everything. And here at where we usually have the volta, which is a bit of a volta here, oh fearful meditation, reflecting on the meditation in the octet. Oh fearful meditation or fearful thought, where, alack, shall time's best jewel from time's chest lie hid? What is time's best jewel? It seems to be perhaps the friend or the beloved of the sonnet. Time's best jewel, perhaps. And the reason why I think this is If you go back to Sonnet 52, which I did not do a video on, the speaker talks about hiding his friend from time, basically in a chest. So we've got some of that imagery here. So this is Sonnet 52, if you care to go back and look at that. So that's one question. Or what strong hand can hold his swift foot back? What strong hand can hold back the foot of time? And notice the construction here of similar adjectives with opposite nouns. So swift and strong, hand and foot. Strong and swift usually go together. So what strong hand can hold back time's swift foot? Are who his spoil of beauty can forbid. So who can forbid him from taking his spoil of war, beauty? Again, this is a war metaphor. Spoil of war was usually referred to the goods taken in war from the enemy. So who can forbid, who can prohibit death from taking that spoil of beauty? Oh, none, and here we have that passionate exclamation again. Oh, none, unless this miracle have might or strength, that in black ink my love may still shine bright. We have the contrasting imagery here forming a kind of paradox in this final line, that in black ink my love, in this sonnet, in this miracle, if it have strength, his love may shine bright. Now this is interesting. I noticed before Shakespeare turns a very classical idea that poetry grants immortality to the poet, as with Horace and Ovid. But in his sonnets they tend to grant immortality to the lover. Well, here it's changing that a bit and saying that the sonnet, this miracle, will grant immortality to his love, and that it may shine bright. So that's something different there to notice. This is a great study in Shakespeare's art of metaphor. I hope that helped bring a better appreciation of the prose meaning of the sonnet, what exactly it's saying, but also how Shakespeare is using language in the art of metaphor. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope this was helpful, and until next time.